Good morning. Oops, I looked a bit fluffy. Good morning. Let's see, I've got one up there that I need to pop down. Good. I think I'm set. It's a lovely morning and the air is fresh. It's becoming cooler in the mornings for autumn because that's what we're in. It's beautiful weather. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Now I'm going to get to the reading. Turn on your intuition, your psychic senses, and tap into that connection that you have with your spirit guidance, your spirit angels, your inner being, whatever way you're connecting, even direct messages from God if that's how you're receiving them. Please. So let's turn it on and let's go to the cards. The cards that I'm using this morning are, of course, the Gilded Reverie that Sarah Marchetti has created in the artwork, and they are a Lenormand deck. I am using the expanded version. So yes, there is one of the expanded version cards there. So, and I'm just going to pop that one up there. Just reminding you to buy me a coffee if you feel like supporting me in my journey doing these daily card streams, and have a look at the rosboundy.com.au website. At some point I'll be adding more to it. Just keep an eye on it. So we're going to do that. I'll leave the website there. And here we go. What we've got in, whoopsie, sorry, I'm in the wrong place. Judy, we've got Judy popping in this morning as well on our Be Live. Good morning, and good morning, Tracy. So you'd be over on the mytimetv.live. It's wonderful to see you here. A wonderful channel where there's a variety of people to watch as well with other programs. And Caitlin, good morning. Wonderful to see you here this morning as well. I'll get started with the reading. I do have an appointment later too, so it's probably why I'm being a bit more punctual. Here we go, the lily. We've got that in our home space. We've got the choices or the stairs or whatever one it is, choices card. And that's in the workspace. Mine went blank there for a minute. We've got the stalks up there in the unexpected. Here we've got the letter in your role, and we've got the magnifying glass in that outcome section. So good morning, Sarah. How are you? Beautiful morning over there, I bet. Now, I'm just, and there you go. See, I was straightening up. I thought it looked crooked and it wasn't. That's all right. Lily, beautiful card. I sensed the peace as I was looking at this first up when it was laid down. I could see straight away. This was my card. This is my card for the focus for my day. It was this beautiful colour, that gorgeous lilac that's actually in the centre. And it almost enticed me to jump in and feel rested as I was looking at this. Probably got something to do with the fact my back is killing me, my feet are killing me. I was on my feet all day yesterday, and because it was the first day back at doing any type of regular work of sorts, the type of work that is. I have been sitting a lot with a broken wrist, and now that it's better, I was standing all day. Well, half of it. The back is suffering. So I feel like crawling into this beautiful restful colour and wrapping myself around that stamen and sleeping and feeling, not the fetal, it's just that peace, that being at rest. And I think this is, it's that time for reflection in the home space. Put some time today into reflecting on what you've been through, what you've come through, and resting in that energy. I think it's a bit like the learning and acknowledging for yourself that you've actually come a long way. You've done the hard yards. It's time to have a rest. And that's what I'm feeling with this. Feel that beauty that is that reflection that looks like the stained glass in the background, because stained glass windows of any type and doors, they just look so beautiful. There's not too many that you see that are but ugly type thing. They're just a beautiful piece of creation. And that's what we are, a beautiful piece of creation. And in our home space, imagine those windows as being your windows and resting in that knowledge of that beautiful person you are in your space, create that beauty around you, even if it's only energetically. If you can't, not all of us have money to spend on putting beautiful things in place in our homes, but we can certainly have the perspective of that inner beauty we have being spread out and about in our home space, in the relationships that we have. So that's where we are with our home space, being restful. In the workspace, it's come to a time of having to make a decision. So you'll know which decision that is that you're needing to make. I mean, I know every day we have this and that and, all sorts of decisions to make, but there is a biggie today that you're needing to actually decide for sure. It's one way or the other, and you just step out into that, and you're actually going to move it forward from that decision. So, there's no maybe in this. It is one way or the other. So step into it, move into it. And this is the comment that you've made, Sarah. You'd picked the stalks in the unexpected before you even saw them spread. I love that intuitive sense that everybody has. We can choose and, sense into and choose before we even step into what our path is at times. And this is what the stalks are preparing already for that path. Here they are in that space of change. They're changing up their nest in preparation for the next, the nesting season, having another chick. I think they only have, do they have one egg or two? No, I think they only have one. So you can see that beautiful sunshine, that light that's there right in the center of what's the important part of what they're doing. They're preparing for the potential. They build a nest with confidence that the egg is going to produce a chick, a baby. So that's what we're doing. We're changing and preparing for that something new. So that's what the unexpected is. And as we're actually bringing in, it does make sense, doesn't it, Caitlin? As we're preparing for this, there's, as far as the unexpected, we might find that next twig that goes into the absolute correct part of the nest to get it ready to have that change happen. Because as we know, any new life into our lives certainly changes it up. Yes, it certainly does. A discussion with a daughter last night was, it's the same thing all the time. She's got 2 children, same thing all the time, but it's just nice to have the change of scenery because they're heading away for the weekend just to have a break. It is the choices to make. The choices to make sense. Well, it is. Even when we're doing this, as far as how we're having the change pop up in our unexpected as well, though, it's not always a set in concrete factor, because as you can see, the nest here, it is made of sticks and twigs, and it can be changed around. Sometimes our decisions can be changed, but I'm feeling that in this one, it's not. It is the move forward and just step inside it. It's not that changing it round all the time. Although there might be the tiny pieces of it that can be finessed in whatever this big decision is going to be. Okay, so here we go with our letter. So our day-to-day, we probably are going to be needing to do some writing. And I know I've got one here that I'm needing to draft as a personal letter to friends, and I want to actually do them as handwritten. And I can now, I think, grip the pen enough that I can write it by hand, each of those letters. So I do feel that for me, that's what my task is today. My role is to do that and be at peace with what I'm writing. And that's where I know for me what this means. It is also going into, and it to me, it is a more personal writing. So whether it's in a letter to self that you're not ever going to share and you're going to create ceremony around it or something, or whether it is to a person, you're writing one-to-one to someone, it feels like that. You may also be receiving something that's from someone too, so be open to that. But your role is to actually feel into it that it is personal, but it's not directly aimed at you if you're receiving something. I think you might know what I mean. moving into the magnifying glass, just look deeper than by the end of the day, we are going to be looking deeper at what our day has held for us, so that we can actually feel into, and especially since I'm wanting to rest in the energy here of the lilies through my day at some point, it is looking a bit deeper into what is behind some of the meaning of what you're doing. Why are you? What's the importance of it? Have you done everything you need to, especially with the writing that's, dotted the I's and crossed the T's? Not that it's for legal reasons, but it's, if it's something that's personal and you're writing more about a detail of some sort, um, would you like to the way I'm getting it from spirit is, would you like to receive it said in this way? So look at what you're doing as if it is being given back to you when you're writing. So it's that sort of detail we're looking at when we're using our magnifying glass today, and it's just feeling into, as far as an outcome, or as far as the central card that we've got in our spread. How do you? It's like, what's the do unto others as you have them do unto you. That's the type of saying that it's bringing to me as that message. So look at the detail of what you're doing in your day. Is this how, you step into what your decision is? Is this how I'd like to be treated? If it's for something that you're going to do that involves others. Is this how I'd like to see change around me happening? Is this what I'd actually like to read? That type of thing. So I'm feeling that that's where this message is for today. We are going to be using a bit more depth in our day of how we're understanding what we do and what we're sharing with others. So, hi Melina, sorry, I saw something else on my screen, sorry. G'day Melina, lovely to see you here too. So do step into your day and just allow yourself to rest. Oh, I forgot to do this. I was going to switch it around. Do step into your day and allow yourself to rest as you need to have those little moments of contemplation and just looking a little more deeply into what's happening around you. So in whichever way that's going to happen. I love the stalks because it is a new freshness, a change, new life, even sometimes for some who are birthing and that type of thing. It's a lovely set of cards. So place where, put your mind at ease, put your eyes softly, and then open them to see where your eyes are going to focus, which card is going to be your focus. If that's something that you like to do, almost as if it's creating its own little emphasis and mantra for you. Think of something that's a little verse or some words that you can bring to mind as you're moving through your day, that's going to bring to mind that card, that focus, and what it's meaning for you. So thanks for being here this morning. Thank you for joining in. I'm going to leave it there. I want to leave it as a shorty this morning. So let people know that I do this every morning if you'd like to, and certainly if you'd like to support me, have a look at both of those. And we'll see you tomorrow morning at the 8 o'clock. What is today? It's Tuesday, Wednesday tomorrow morning. So thank you for being here. Keep being the best you that you can be. And namaste. Now I've got to find the finish buttons.